What's up, Knoll Nation? We're 4-0, and I just want to put my thoughts out there on what the team is doing this year. Obviously, being 4-0 is huge. No one really would have given us 4-0 except for the fans that followed the team super close in the off-season and knew about some of our pickups, and we're still aware of the momentum we had building off of last season, so you can't sneeze at 4-0. A lot of the haters are saying, they're lucky. They could be 2-2, whatever. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, we're 4-0. My thoughts are the offense could be better. It's hard to tell with us missing Robert Scott the past couple games, so, you don't want to panic too hard. You're missing your left tackle, the guy that protects your quarterback's blind side. Your quarterback's a little banged up. If Jordan Travis can get it figured out on the ground, hopefully that helps our running game, because a lot of our running ability comes from Jordan Travis's running ability. It freezes up those linebackers. It allows more holes to open up for Trey Benson, for Toafili. So obviously we need that to get figured out. The bye week comes at a perfect time. We're coming off the win at Clemson. I think the team deserves a bye week. I think they earned the bye week. I get it that you can't help when it lands, but if you couldn't draw it up any better. Starting 4-0, big tough win at Clemson, bye week right after, so that's huge. I'd like to see our defense get a little better on the blitzing side. I feel like our blitzes come from way outside. We don't bring a lot of exotic linebacker packages where the dudes are lining up and one's dropping back in one coverage and the other dude's rushing. So I'd like to see maybe the defense have some blitzes that don't come from like 15 yards out. It feels like that would be kind of nice. I think they're going to win it all this year. If they stay healthy and everything keeps going, I think we're better than Duke, obviously. I think we're better than Syracuse. I think we're better than Miami. I think we're better than Florida. Those are our 4 big games left. Shoot, maybe Wake Forest is the big game. We never seem to win up there. We always disappoint ourselves up there for some reason. So who knows? That might be a big one too. Yeah, I'm excited, and I really think that this is a year for us. I think this is the year we're going to take the ACC back, and as long as we don't have more than one hiccup, I think we could make the playoffs. It's going to be a weird year. I think Georgia's probably going to be undefeated, but I think the Big Ten might have a round robin of one-loss teams. They really might have a collection of them. The Pac-12 is probably going to have a bunch of one-loss teams that are really good. So that's the only thing that concerns me. I mean, we just won at Clemson and we fell in the rankings, which is completely ridiculous. We're only the 3rd team to beat Clemson at home since 2015, and we just fell in the rankings after doing it. Their other 2 losses at home was I think they lost to Pitt in 2015. They lost by a point, and then they lost last year to South Carolina by a point. So they've only lost 2 games at home in the past 7 years that weren't to us, and they were by a combined 2 points. We beat them by 4 points. It took us overtime, but we won by 4. So apparently our win at Clemson isn't worth that much, but I think it should be. But I guess I'm a biased fan. So anyway, I'll probably put out another video on, a couple more games. I don't want to do one after every game because my thoughts don't go that deep on every game, I was at the LSU game. It was awesome. We manhandled them in the second half. Southern Miss speaks for itself. We played like 100 different players in the game, which is cool because you only have 85 scholarships, which means 20 walk-ons played, so that tells you all about that game. Boston College was disappointing. Our first road game, sleepy noon game. Seemed like half the players were sleepwalking. There was a report that a lot of the guys had the flu, so that's why we didn't see the depth get flexed as much in that game. And the win at Clemson, it took you overtime, but nobody wins at Clemson, so I'm not going to sneeze on that one. The only one I'm going to really worry about is the Boston College game. That one still worries you. But if everything's still true about the team having the flu and you're missing your starting safety, your starting center, your starting left tackle, I'm not making excuses, but those are reasons. Those are legit reasons as to why the team probably played really bad against Boston College. And then Jordan Travis hurting his shoulder. meant that it took him out of the running equation. Once teams know he's not going to run it, it's hard for them to get at that RPO, because anytime he puts the ball in the running back's belly, they know he's most likely going to leave it there. So yeah, go Noles, 4-0, bye week, Virginia Tech up next, and then Syracuse after that. So we're probably going to beat Virginia Tech by 100, I would think. I mean, not realistically, like 30, 35 points we'll probably beat them by. That's going to probably be like a 42-7, 42-10 kind of a game we'll be looking at, hopefully. And then it'll be on to Syracuse. So go Noles. Everybody have a good day.